We open up with a strong theme song, shimmy. Oh God, we opening up with Baby Bop's birthday. Baby Bop is 18 but still looks 12. A Riley Burris tea. Oh, it's an old birthday, but how you gonna have a flashback but still have Debbie Morgan in shitty wigs? They will not give Debbie Morgan a budget for a decent wig to save their motherfucking lives. Every time I see Debbie Morgan on this show, it looks like Tyler Perry. I can't. Adam, you was laughing and clapping. Ain't that wig just as shiny as a baby doll's head? Girl, Naturi Naughton tried to hit that you. She was like, I can still sing on that happy birthday. She was giving us every ounce that she could in the 2 seconds that they gave her. That was a love and hip hop note. You, like Brooke Valentine could hit that. Carly Red could hit that. Rashida could hit that. Oh, it wasn't Tariq's dream, it was Tasha's dream, and she wakes up in her protective style in prison. Although I have to ask, what you protecting at this point? You done gone to prison, you done lost all your money, your husband didn't leave you shit, ain't nothing left to protect. Oh, Jesus, and now Tasha opened up a Bible where she got a picture of her and James back in better days. He didn't leave you anything. I'm sorry, if my husband didn't leave me shit, the last thing I would want to look at is his ass. Ain't no fond memory without fiduciary responsibility. Okay, now, can somebody get Tariq's wardrobe better? Because he's supposed to be like this young drug lord, and he walking around like every other sissy in New York in all black. Come on now, can we get shit real? I can't, I'm sorry. Now, I wear colors and I'm out in Vegas, but I'm a New York child. Really, Patagonia? You really think that the child of a drug lord who's making all this money is going to be caught in Patagonia? Now, I will say this. Kane's wardrobe is on point. Mary's wardrobe is on point. And you got your star walking around looking like he in a Tyler Perry film. I'm going to need you to get it together, Power. I'm going to need you to get it together. So now we got sex with Tamika, and she's like, look, you know you was the truth. I know you was the truth. I'm going to be under oath. You really think I'm going to fuck up my good townhouse for your dumb ass? No! No, honky! No! He said you'll ruin my life. It's not your life I'm concerned about. We need that as a gift. It's not your life I'm concerned about. So after Tamika kicks Sax out of her house yet again, because Tamika will throw you out of her house like, well, I would say like Kenya throws you out of her house, but you know, Mark just left willingly. So I don't even know if that's a read anymore when your husband just gets up and does one of those numbers. But now we got Monet telling her daughter how to play a man. We all know this is going to give us some Romeo and Juliet tea, and also, like, Monet, you got to realize, maybe you're heartless, but your daughter isn't. It's a skill in some people, a flaw in others. She said, you know, you get them hooked on it and you take it away. That only works with a very low mindset person, someone who believes in scarcity mind. Like, child, I can never get hooked on anything, and if you take it away, well, bye. I'm sure I can find someone else like I found you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Who is doing this writing? Mary J could have come up with something better than you got dick and bubblegum and nothing better to offer. Cadillac Kimberly gave us that read. She ain't fucking with her Puerto Rican police officer no more, and she quote unquote taking the pussy back. Oh, Lord. So now Baby Bop going to meet with Monet, and these camera angles, Jesus Christ. You could make the man look a little taller. He looked 12 years old still. And also, if you're going to put lifts in his shoes, get better shoes to put lifts in. Like, we haven't seen Tom Cruise walking around in heels before. We're kind of over it. If you want to put him in heels, put him in heels. Oh, so now we got Kane telling Tariq about the Puerto Rican cop, and he's saying he feeds them information. And you see, Kane don't know when to stop running off of the jibs. But at least he knows where to shop, because Tariq sure as fuck doesn't. So now Kane come in harassing his mama about the cop that's outside the house. I mean, I get you want to know who's in your house, but clearly you know what's going on. My friend asked, do I think that Kane is going to kill Monet? No, I do think Kane is going to get killed, but I don't think he's going to kill Monet. I think he is going to be hoisted by his own petard. However, Monet will meet her own end because she's living in a world that no longer exists. So Monet wants to know who the sexy sketch was that her son Drew drew. Tariq was like, look, I'm moving product. I got dead parents. I really ain't got time for your bullshit. Your family's your family. I'm moving your product. Oh, God. Now Tariq meeting with Sax? Sorry ass Sax. What the? I'm with Tariq on this one, and I ain't never been with Baby Bop. Oh, child. Sax said, now look, babe. I told Tamika that you saw me, and she said somebody saw me, so you gonna end up on the cross-examination. Like, somebody gonna ask you about your bullshit. So Baby Bob called his mama, and he tell her, look, I've been blackmailing Sax the whole time. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. And she says, well, what you don't know is Tamika thinks you're the shooter, so now you really fucked if she gets on that stand. So Tasha said, look, Tamika know too much. We gotta keep that happy heifer off the stand. I'm the mama. Let me run things, because you messing stuff up. I'm gonna call the shots from here on out. So now we got Sax with his sorry niece pumping her for information about Baby Bop. So he's trying to find out how Tariq is paying for his mama's defense. He wants the tea on the drug money. She said, well, you know, I did hear Tariq's grandmother asking him for money. I know, because I started fucking his roommate. So he said, okay, well, since you already out here giving the puss away, you may as well keep some tabs on him, tell me who come by, but don't talk to him. Don't get caught up. Tariq still having problems getting to class on time, and the teacher said, well, you can go on and write another 10 pages of paper for me since you want to come in late. So Tasha called Davis, and he say, look, she testifying. I'm sorry, but you can take your happy butt home. We gonna win this. I ain't about to throw it away for your simple self. So we've got a little bit of respectability speech from the professor to Tariq, and he brought up his parents. Tariq said, you keep my parents' name out your mouth. You're not my dad. Okay, so now we got Tariq and Drew. And Tariq's like, your mom wants to know if you're, how you doing? He's like, oh no, everybody knows. Everybody knows. I'm not that secretive of a sister. So Monet's like, well shit, we don't know how Tariq is moving his product. Him and Kane don't get along. He's got loyalty to Drew, so I'm going to need you to get in there with a little bit of puss and find out what's going on with the system and the product in case we have to cut him out of the equation. So now we got Tariq's roommate and Sax's niece heifer, and they getting ready to throw a party for Tariq where anything is possible. I'm not really a henny girl, but okay. Okay. But they're throwing a surprise party for Tariq, and we know he can't stand a surprise. So she asking a whole bunch of questions about Tariq, and he gets sick of it. He's like, look, are you doing a documentary? Stop asking about him. So Zeke comes into the liquor store. I guess it's where they don't be carding kids. And so his roommate invites Zeke to the party as well. Meanwhile, Brandon meeting with his writing agent, and he's like, child, this ain't it. And I'm going to need a good book, a bestseller, or otherwise I'm going to have to drop you because you're becoming a bad habit and a worse writer. Meanwhile, Tariq walked into the little cafe to give the professor the paper that he had asked for earlier and apologized for his tardiness. So Tasha calls Tariq and says, look, you're going to have to go over to Tamika's and make sure that she don't take the stand. You're going to have to talk to her or convince her, I don't know, but make her listen. So he pop on over to Mika's and she's like, oh, well, come on in. So he tell her, look, I saw Sax and Truth the night Pops got killed. Look, I don't want to have to get on the stand and testify that I saw Tommy kill my dad because, you know, I'm out here. Mom's in a woman's prison, but he could get me. But Tamika says, okay, so when did you see Sax and where? I don't think he killed your pappy. And the way she was looking, he could tell, oh, she knows it's me. But then Davis bangs on the door and Tariq lights out the back. So after that, Tariq gets a 911 text from his friend telling him to meet at the Kappa house. And we get there and the party is in full swing. That was the laziest surprise Everybody's like, oh, surprise. Ciao. So the roommate's drunk brother spills a drink on Tariq and he gets all pissy. Oh, God. And then the frickin' Sax's niece. Tariq overreacted. Why does he have to be so rude? Aren't his parents rich? He's like, look, I'm not answering any more questions about Tariq, but I gotta go check on my friend. Well, while he goes up to check on Tariq, this heifer spikes their drinks. A Rohypnol tea. Literally. Rohyp. Hip. Rohyp. So Tasha realizes that Tamika gonna testify regardless, so she gonna take a deal. So now Zeke show up to the party with Tania. Child, we got Monet's whole family except Kane up and through. So we got Drew seeing the football player he was messing with earlier, and the football player was all, hey, yeah, cool. And Drew's like, oh, okay. Oh my God. Child, some of them extras at the party, there's one white kid was just... Now we got the professor at home, the writer one, and he's looking at his little book. It ain't worth shit. Oh no, he's not at home, he's at the office. And Professor Carrie Hilson walks in and she's like, now look, you gotta find a different story because I'm moving on. I can't help you with your writing. So Sax's niece gives Tariq's roommate the laced drink. But he sees Lauren come in and runs over to Tariq and gives him the drink and says, here, loosen up. And he gonna get loose all right. Oh, so we got London and Diana. That's her name, Diana. Or Lauren. Lauren and Diana are both at Tariq's party now in front of him. What an entanglement. Child, he just leave Diana for Lauren. He's like, look, she's looking for her brother. We could go talk in private. Diana looked moated. Oh, God, now we got Drew and the football player having an emotional conversation in the car about their relationship. He said if the feeling was mutual, I'd know it. So Diana come over and she's like, who are you? And yes, I know the deal. Nobody knows that he's a secret sissy. Okay, sis. But now Zeke runs into Professor Carrie Hilson at a restaurant. So he talking to her about the frat party scene getting boring and him not wanting to be taken advantage of, since he's going to be a large star. So now we got Tariq getting drunk off that Rohypnol with Lauren in the boudoir. So he too drunk to even mac on her, and she's like, honey, I'm out. So Sax's niece sees Lauren leave the room, and then she runs in, sees Tariq passed out. So she gets in Tariq's phone, but I don't know what she does. So apparently Tariq didn't pass out in Tariq's bedroom. It was the friend's brother, so he kicks him out. Meanwhile, Professor Carrie Hilson and the young tenderoni are still at the bar, and the writing professor keeps calling her and she don't know what to do. I know what she gonna do, that young thing. Student schlong in the office. Why we always fucking in the office? Y'all ain't got homes to go to? When she couldn't get over that old thing, she got herself a new young thing. New young thing. Do what you wanna do. Girl, these professors out here just fucking the students left and right. Campus coitus. And two, they can never make it to, are they in the bathroom? Oh my God! She's giving him toilet twat, stall snatch. Oh, Lord. So we got Tariq stumbling down to the front of the frat house where he sees Diana sitting on the stairs. But Diana said, look, you already passed me up, so you can take your happy self back on inside, drunky boo. Oh, Lord, now we got the writing professor plagiarizing Tariq's work. Meanwhile, Sax's niece is calling him saying, I accidentally drugged Tariq. Oh, she put a cell phone tracker on him to track him in real time. Smart heifer. Meanwhile, Tariq done walked to his sister's grave. We forgot about Raina. He said, save a spot for me up there. You think you're going up there? Heifer. So Tariq cusses his father's graves out and basically admits to killing him, but doesn't really say it. However, Sax is recording everything. So the next morning, his roommate mad at him because he's like, I tried to throw you a party and throw you a little pussy, and you want to act ass. The friend's like, look, you acting like we ain't friends. I put in good work for the app, and if you do get hemmed up, it would better... it would be best for me to know what not to say. So he's like, all right, I'll tell you what's going on. Our supplier is Monet's family, her and her kids. So they create a little signal, look, in case somebody ever come looking for me, just knock over whatever piece corresponds with them on the chessboard. Ha! Back at Monet's, she says Stevie Wonder can see that Drew got a man at that school. So Diana telling her mama, well, look, I got Tariq's piece. And she said, well, now it's going to be missing and he's going to look for it and he's going to come straight to us. The roommate's brother comes in and goes right to their little stash box because it's that family apartment, so he knows where it is. Child, he ripped them off of all their product. Meanwhile, Tariq goes by Monet's. So he get a little pat down and Monet asks him, okay, which one of my children can I trust the most? And Tariq gonna say me. So she makes Kane give him his gun since he's running around without protection. So now we got Method Man dropping by Sax's and he says, now I know you were there the night of the murder and you've been lying this whole time. So Diana telling her mama, well, look, I got Tariq's piece. And she said, well, now it's going to be missing and he's going to look for it and he's going to come straight to us. The roommate's brother comes in and goes right to their little stash box because it's that family apartment, so he knows where it is. So now we got Method Man dropping by Sax's and he says, now I know you were there the night of the murder and you've been lying this whole time. So Sax says, oh, okay, well, I got one better for you and plays the tape of Tariq confessing at the grave site. Oh, Lord, so they gonna set up Tariq. They said, look, let's work together. You ain't kill him, I ain't kill him, but we gonna put Tariq on the stand. Oh! Oh, my God, the lawyer said... Sax said, I don't know, Tariq gonna be tried as an adult, he might get the needle. Method Man said, he's not my client, I don't care. Oh, God, in the interest of justice, it's a deal. Tariq St. Patrick's going to jail. Well, you might need to cool his heels. Oh, and then nobody's ever going to get that money. That lawyer is foul.